Okay, there we go. Yeah, I love it when everything breaks with OBS. Seems to happen quite a bit. Oh, I went to the encampment by accident. Oops. Okay, let's get back to talking with everybody. Still can't believe Travis and his Pharaoh spawn attacked your dear bride-to-be like that. I'm just glad we got here before any real harm could be done, my lord. Saltmonger. The most esteemed personages from each nation will be attending the ceremony, I hear. A veritable melting pot of politics. Such an opportunity to meet and speak with your peers must not be wasted, my lord. Ooh, blip. HP. Thought I saw shinies. But it's just the water. Hello. There's been nothing to miss, my lord. Another quiet day. By your request, Benedict and I shall take part in the tourney. May we bring victory to House Wolfort. Kitty. Pet the kitty. Oh, the stuff on the wall is slightly animated. Mine. I think I checked this house, right? Yeah. That's where I found the notes. We're playing hide and seek till Da comes home. We need to find a place to hide and quick. Take care not to hurt yourself. Your father won't want anything bad to happen to you. I will. Da got awful mad when I climbed up on the rooftops. Awful mad. That anger comes from a place of concern. I'm not saying you shouldn't hide, but promise you'll keep your safety in mind. I promise with my lord is good as gold. I'll be glad to hear it. My husband works from dawn till dusk at the port, lifting crates and who knows what else. It's honest work, though, and the backbone of our livelihood besides. Zoom! Okay, cool, I'm back. Yeah, like, it died a little bit ago. I was wondering what happened. I looked at my screen and, like, I saw that that everything was frozen. Yeah, it happens. OBS is finicky sometimes. See, there's no rest for a young lordling. Allies will be upon you in the coming days. Frederica and I will make every effort to learn the lay of the land so that we might share the weight of your duties. And you. Just like him, the gallivant off with nary a word of farewell. Still, I suppose this is a chance to become acquainted with my future home. How would you describe your town, Serenoa? To know a town, you must take time to relish your company. That's what Eridor told me. Perhaps in more colorful words. I haven't known Eridor for long, but those words are undeniably his. Perhaps I ought to take a page out of his book, as I've done regarding little or relishing since I arrived. You needn't push yourself, Frederica. Time is something we do not lack. Once matters are settled, I will give you a tour for myself. Thank you, Serenoa. I very much look forward to that. I believe I shall enjoy it here. I look forward to the day I can truly call it home. Well, I remember in the demo this place gets lit on fire, so... yeah. Yeah. The real will begin soon. Lord Dragon and I had best not arrive late. Wow, I'm just all over the place with these choices. Yeah. I do what I want.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy
The
city,
scale is
Lord
getting
Miguel?
hard to measure
These
you
people
right
are
now.
full of life and love
Good.
for the Lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolfort.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank.
Yeah, did I look at him?
Frederica is the sister of the Archduke,
that's him.
after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzan's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
Gasp.
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Yeah, so we have different
Perhaps the young
kingdoms,
ones,
right?
Yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Decisions.
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant. By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
Because it's salt,
Though
not
it strikes
cocaine.
me that your words are
Well, salt is a good resource.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only
At least in
reasonable
real
that the
life.
three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However,
And if there's
it is
literally
all the
only
more
one source
reason
of
for
salt
us
in the
to be
world,
open
being
to
that desert.
discussion.
Honored guests, pray.
It's
forgive
like
my
there's
silence.
one source of metal in this world, and there's
Wheelhouse
one
wolves
source
are
of
but
salt in
simple
this world.
warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics
It's a bit of a
come
problem.
to us naturally. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be. Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute. But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Indeed, we must set our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
Good music cutoff. Ooh, side quest. See, I can zoom in and zoom out. Okay. That'll make it easier to see any side quests. Whiteholm Castle. The children of the crown speak of their father, King Regna.
Father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
Cordelia, Princess of Glenbrook. The third child and only daughter of King Regna, who brought the Salt Iron War to its end. She's a young princess with a graceful air about her and prefers her kind-hearted brother Roland over the high-strung Franny.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure.
Crown Prince of Glenbrook. Franny Glenbrook. The Crown Prince and eldest son of Regna, he studies the art of kingship at his father's side and manages the royalists. He often finds himself at odds with his younger brother Roland due to their differing personalities.
Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries.
Roland.
It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the wolf.
You know what I said about the woman? This prick he can't stand. Is he the first son? Crown Prince and eldest son. Yeah, he's like... He's your cliche,
Do they exist simply
cocky
to bring
wannabe
glory?
king.
To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolfort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind. Use them
Are you
well when
insinuating
can,
something?
But be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants. They're my friends.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
Brother...
I yield.
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
You've always been able to see through me.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
I recognize this bridge from the demo as well.
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow in the final match, no doubt.
We can't see his profile until he takes the mask off.
Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Sir Maxwell, sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
Apologies. I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow. Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
A little bit of aggression there in his voice. Back to the world map. Well, like it said, to arms. The banquet ends without incident, and everyone breathes a sigh of relief. Dragon, however, has something on his mind.
Now that's what I call a feast.
Ah, yes.
You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man. I can see it in his eyes.
He sounds a little drunk.
You are too kind.
Probably
Mr.
lay
Dan.
off the wine.
And humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Frederica,
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity and kind.
no apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
Thank you, my lord.
Words come so easily to the both of you. A perfect match.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Well, it's a good thing she's out of there now.
True, of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well. My own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds.
I don't know if it's the wine, but he's spitting the truth right now.
Research at the archives that my grand invention shall blast our way forward.
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over. Each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
It's definitely the wine. Yeah, probably.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Yes, a ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony and prosperity. I am too young to have known the war, so I see our three nations joining hands more as matter of expedience. But what of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
It'll benefit all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with that.
It will benefit all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with that.
Indeed. I didn't know you had such a mercantile mind, Serenoa.
Coin drives the hearts of men and nations alike. I suspect all parties wouldn't be so eager to join hands if not for the promise of profit. And when we're all able to fill our coffers,
money.
perhaps we can finally let go of old grudges.
A sensible perspective. I didn't know you had such a practical mind. In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old soldiers are frail.
Second best option, that's just you.
Stubborn.
The top option's too hopeful.
Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history, and mine will be written.
Whereas the bottom option is just brutally honest.
And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall.
Your choice would have been the bottom one. You good?
Regan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should just lie.
There you go.
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to
It's almost
hide his
adorable.
ambition. Ever since we
Kind of
were
impressive how thick his skull is, considering he
Neither
just
does hide
slammed
his
back on a
disapproval
stone
of my
floor.
brother and true-born siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces. But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let
He is
us
a man of
ease the
high
weight
intelligence
each
and the
other's
passion to
burdens.
match it. Big brain does not equate to big
Call me
skull.
Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well.
Or at least thick skull.
We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me?
Yeah, it's probably not best if somebody not high up in the nobility sees him pass on the ground in a drunken sleep.
Lest he resume his prattle.
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above all her advisors. As do I. For 30 years you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those
Dude, he
My
jinxed
lord,
it.
I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. It will avail me not. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
My lord.
And so I entrust Serenoa to you. For our house, pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Curiosity. I mean,
Did
yeah,
you hear that, Destra?
that matches
Our
both
boy is
technically.
in good hands. My old dear friend.
Both Simon and
Long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my
main
lord.
character. I haven't memorized everyone's names yet. Serenoa. I think that's it, Serenoa. World's looking pretty good right now. This game does have a lot of story. We've only had one actual gameplay moment in this, like, 2 hours or so of streaming so far. Or however long it's been. It's the scales!
My beloved son, Serenoa, will oversee the matters of our house from this day forward. I expect you to serve him as dutifully as you served me.
Of course, Lord Simone.
I, my lord, our undying loyalty to House Wolford.
My son, listen well. A lord's judgment shapes the fates of his kin and subjects alike. Responsibility for their well-being now falls on your shoulders. You must lead them well.
Yes, Father. I shall keep those words close to my heart. To that end, I require wise counsel. Together, you possess a wealth of experience. As Lord of House Wolford, it is my duty to consider the best course from every perspective afforded me. I shirk not from this responsibility. At the same time, I would be a fool to not seek guidance from those more traveled than I. For my house and my people, I trust I can rely on you.
Well spoken, my son. I dare say you are more than ready to receive this.
The Scales of Conviction, a holy relic, said to be blessed by the deities of old.
Yes, convictions.
It was gifted to our family by the King of Glenbrook. From this day on, I entrust it to you. However, it is of little use without these.
Coins. 7 of them.
Tokens of conviction, we call them. Give one each to only your most trusted retainers and allies. They will guide you when the path is darkest. Their words will illuminate the pitfalls ahead. Heed well the advice of your friends and subjects, and choose your steps carefully. Such
7
has
of
been
them.
the way
Yeah,
of our
party of
house,
8.
And such you must see it always shall be.
I will, Father. I shall treasure these gifts and make wise use of them in times of need.
Very good. Now do your duty, my son.
Well, we got 5 of them here, right?
We await your orders, my lord.
That means 2 more.
We depart for the capital at once. May this ceremony be but the first.
Well, I
of the
guess
many joyous
Roland would be
occasions
6.
ahead of us.
Which means we are just missing 7. Who will be the last member of the party? At least that appears to be what we're going for.
And so the stewardship of House Wolford passes from father to son. Lord Simone Wolford, beloved throughout Glenbrook, entrusts the future to young Serenoa. With the ceremony to mark the beginning of the joint mining venture and a tourney on the horizon, the Wolfort set forth to the Crown City.
Whoosh. Just skip right over the water.
Heroic deeds yet to his name, the new Lord Wolfort sets his eyes on the proving.
Yeah, I missed the side cutscene I was guiding Frederick back to House Wolfort. Well, I'm pretty sure you can only see certain cutscenes if you have certain convictions, so I don't know.
So Lord Simon will step down. I suppose the time comes for us all to pass on the torch eventually. What wisdom has your father bestowed upon you?
He has told me what it means to be lord of a house.
Very good. Serenoa of House Wolfort, the crown of Glenbrook now looks to you for loyal service and brotherhood.
Yes, Your Majesty. I shall not disappoint.
Definitely skipped it after the introductions. Cool.
I dare you to say that again, Thalys.
Must you make me repeat myself? I am
Thalys?
the Prime Minister of Esfrost. I and I alone am fit to represent our nation. Go push your papers in the shadows, like the minor lordling's son you are.
10 out of 10 name, clearly evil. The cutscene was here.
Would be nothing if not
I mean, I'm pretty sure I looked at it was where they were talking.
noble and commoner alike.
Wasn't that where we just were?
Dragan, you
Up and right?
forget yourself.
You both forget yourselves.
Frederica?
If you must bray at each other, then do so back home. Your bickering will bring shame upon our nation.
Such strong words, sister.
I mean, way before that.
Love us now
Oh,
that you're
okay.
being wed to mighty House Wolfort.
Shit happens.
Please, Erica.
My apologies, but the ceremony will begin soon. I ask the delegates of each nation to make their preparations.
And you must be Serenoa Wolfort.
Also,
Well, I suppose we should bother the happy couple.
Archduke Gustadolf's younger brother. He was appointed Prime Minister at a young age and is the second most powerful man in Aesfrost.
Well done, Frederica. I see you've inherited your mother's wiles. She always did have a way with men.
Too bad you also inherited her hair. That
Erica.
sickly pink makes me want to retch.
Very evil portrait. Archduke Gustadolf's younger sister. Unlike her older brother, she judges others based on their lineage and greatly dislikes those not from her family's main line. So I would have seen number 7. Oof.
Pray forgive my cousins, Lord Serenoa, and forgive me if I was out of line.
Those two, they were...
Thalys and Erica Esfrost. Full brother and sister to Archduke Gustadolf. And my half-siblings.
Trying to think, who is Thalys with an E from Fire Emblem?
Well, I hope that we can all come
Pretty sure he's a
together
bad
for the
dude.
sake of our grand endeavor.
Yeah, Thalys. He was the, he was like the big bad of those who slither in the dark. The name holds, resentment in it. Huh. Magnifying glass? Well, anyway, let's check out the smithy. 'Cause that sounds like it could be interesting. Hello, new person. As blacksmith, I had the privilege of looking after everyone's weapons. It is my honor to forge and repair whatever Wolfort's warriors require. Any blades that need tempering or bows that need priming, you only need to say the word. Weapon. At Smithy, you can upgrade your weapons and unlock weapon abilities. Both of these services require materials and coin. Each weapon has 3 ranks, increasing a weapon's rank unlocks more powerful abilities for that weapon. You can acquire weapon abilities within the same rank in any order, but the later a skill is learned, the more materials it will require. Okay. If one ability is connected to another with an arrow icon, they must be acquired in the order the arrow indicates. Weapon abilities contained within a box marked with OR cannot be active at the same time. However, once you acquired either one, both become available and may be switched between them at no cost. Interesting. So it's sort of like a skill tree, pretty much. Oh, it becomes a fucking crystal blue blade. Requires an azure crystal. Okay. So, yeah, we have the 2 iron we need. Well, weapon damage up is always a solid choice. So you can't even see what the upgrades are until you reach that point. Big shield. Fancy. Your forge is something. Yes. And we save. Let's see. Whiteholm Castle. Okay. Like, is the magnifying glass always there? I'm pretty sure it isn't. The festivities begin under the vigilant eyes of each nation's dignitaries. Is that like you get to? Is it like one of the things where it's like you get to walk around for this scenario? Maybe.
My honored guests,
It's the
I'm
king.
pleased to announce that operations at the Grand Norzelian mines have commenced in earnest.
Let's see. Well, he at least doesn't look evil. The current king of Glenbrook. He is revered as the wise king who brought the Salt Iron War to its end. He launched the joint mining venture between the 3 nations as its coordinator.
The Earth has yielded treasures more magnificent than even we had anticipated.
Patriot. Okay, this dude is evil as fuck. A nobleman whose name has long been known throughout Glenbrook. He leads the Royalists, a faction that supports the royal family and dutifully tends to the kingdom's political matters as minister. They really shouldn't make the portrait so very clearly evil this early in the game.
May the
It
mines
spoils
endure
it.
for many years as a symbol of prosperity for all of our nations.
Well said. With Hyzant's salt and capital, Esfrost's ingenuity, and Glenbrook's raw materials and manpower, our realm's future is bright indeed. It is a partnership built on 3 pillars, each bearing equal weight. We owe a debt of gratitude for all who have supported this grand venture.
I like that dude who looks like one of the cone heads from the that movie, or that skit or whatever it was. The dude in the white
And
cloak.
House Wolfort, whose mediation has proved invaluable in forming this accord.
Yeah, but that dude's skull is massive.
Remembered by history.
Like an egg.
Let us raise our cups and toast to
Like
their
an egg
health
shape.
and happiness.
Lord Serenoa is smiling from ear to ear. Shame his parents couldn't be here to see this.
Do not get too swept away in the moment, Eridor. We have a job to do here, and the day has only begun.
Now that the formalities are done with, let the festivities begin.
So King, even when you first looked at him, something seemed
Forward,
familiar.
Sir Maxwell.
Familiar how? It's Maxwell.
So, this is the one they call the Dawn Spear.
Dorsley. Very clearly evil. The Saintly Seven's Minister of Salt. He manages all things related to the source from which the Holy State's wealth springs. Ah, so he's an oligarch. Got it.
Glenbrook's fiercest warrior.
X-Arm.
They say he has never known defeat.
You know, he looks evil, but it looks like he could potentially be a good dude, although we know for a fact he isn't. One of the Saintly Seven, he is a knight who showed promise at a young age and was subsequently entrusted with the nation's military matters. His eyes look evil, but everything else not as much.
I would take the measure of this man.
Avlora. Fuck, I missed the profile.
Now that the foundations for peace have been laid, let us be stifled by rigid formality no longer. There is a tourney to be had, after all. A much more entertaining event than my endless speeches. Will
Being told a joke, haha.
a match for our Sir Maxwell, the champion of our previous challenge? I very much look forward to finding out. Until then, help yourselves to our hospitality and our wine.
But mostly the wine.
Eat, drink, and be merry. It shall not be long until final preparations are complete.
Our time is nigh, Serenoa. Ah, but I forget myself. Our time is nigh, Lord Wolfort. Congratulations, my friend.
Thanks, Roland.
Thank you. But living up to the title will be no easy task.
You'll do your father proud, I'm sure. Unlike some of us.
Have more faith in yourself, dude.
Have more faith in yourself, my friend. After all, you too shoulder the future of the kingdom.
I wonder if Glenbrook will truly flourish thanks to anything I do.
Of course it will. It already has. Besides, House Wolfort is at your back.
My apologies. And thank you. I shall strive to be worthy of your support.
You two are quite the pair, aren't you?
Hewitt. Hewitt Bucklar, member of Glensbrook Kingsguard. A relatively new member of the Kingsguard entrusted with Roland's protection. Seems like possible member number 7. She dreamed of serving the crown from a young age and was appointed to a position at the Kingsguard after years of hard work.
Fast friends from the day we met. And you are?
Apologies for not introducing you sooner. This is Hewitt of the Kingsguard.
I am tasked with keeping His Highness safe, though he often seems to resent it. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you, Lord Wolfort.
Ah, Prince Roland has told me much about you. I can see he is in good hands.
I shall see that it is so, my lord.
Now let us begin our preparations. Today we take the field, and today
we claim victory.
Roland and Hewitt joined your forces. Roland's aptitude's in battle, melee warrior with range. Yep. Hewitt's aptitude's in battle, rains arrows down on foes from the back of a hawk. She fly. Oh yeah, she's a flyer. I feel like I remember that. Easily traverses terrain with large elevation changes. The higher the ground, the greater her range. It's over, everyone. She'll get the high ground. Got it. I best greet our guests. It would also give me a chance to take the measure of my soon-to-be opponents. Sleep pellets. Let's talk with everybody. Let us hope this tourney brings the same... Also, the world map is visible from here. It's just the topographical war map. Let us hope the tourney brings the same thrills as last year's. I won't soon forget the final bout between Lord Simon and the Dawn Spear. Aye, 'twas a match for the histories. It's a shame Lord Simon won't be here to have another go at it. His son representing House Wolfort this year, I hear. Don't reckon one so green could stand against the likes of the Dawn Spear, but I've seen stranger things. Neat. You must be Lord Wolfort. I am Patriot, Patriarch of House Consar. By King Regna's grace, we were chosen above all others to attend this momentous ceremony. 'Tis an honor, truly. All we have, we owe to our king. Let us continue to serve him as well as we can. You're new. Minister's aid, ah. Today I fight by Sir Maxwell's side in the tourney. Could not envision a greater honor than this. May we cross swords, Lord Serenoa, and may the fight be one to remember. I've never seen a woman, or a man for that matter, quite like Minister Lila. Beautiful, elegant, and brilliant. What I wouldn't give to serve under someone like her. Word has it her new assistant is a strapping young researcher, said to be well versed in ice magic. I knew I should have spent more time at my books instead of in the training yard. I'd very much like to see the skill of Minister Lila's new assistant for myself. Perhaps I will, and sooner rather than later. Learned about the ice magic. As aim progresses, you cover information to unlock this sort of responses in future conversations. Maybe the knowledge you amassed so far, but going to Ward Rock Chronicle and information as the game progresses, blah. I keep missing those little note ticks to say how many pages there are at the bottom. I hear the Bloody Shield himself will be fighting on behalf of Aefrost during this year's tourney. He's the captain of the Duchy's elite Hawk Riders and a fierce Hawk Shield himself. I look forward to seeing the man in action. Sup. Your first tourney as Lord of your house, eh? I knew the day would come, but it still brings tears to my eyes to see it. Always remember that Benedict and I are at your back, my lord. Come to us for whatever you need. That includes a tourney. You need someone in the dirt, my lord. I'm your man. Show him what the stuff of House Wolfort's made of. Lord Serenoa, there you are. Benedict's been looking for you. Hello. I passed a group of soldiers clad in black armor on the way here. Are those Aefrost's storied black irons? I mean to question any Aefrosti I can about the archives. It is said that within the archive's countless tomes lies the answers to any and all questions that have ever been asked. You only need to seek them out. And also boundless knowledge. That's certainly something I'd like to see with my own eyes. You're from House Wolfort, yes? Your reputation is formidable, to be sure, but Aefrost's military is second to none. Day and night we train, and dare say even our rank and file would be a match for any other army's elite troops. Why, just the other day, we managed to capture a particularly dangerous smuggler. He was swift as a horse and as deadly with a bow as any man alive. I even broke a bone in the process, and he's still here. His skill would doubtless have made him a capable soldier. I wonder what desperate pass our choice to send us down. Yeah, I'm wondering about the smuggler. He sounds somewhat important. Stout Hawk Shield. The soldiers here are obedient, I'll give them that. Can't say the same for Aefrost's military. For better or worse, in Aefrost we value freedom over all else. Those with the drive to succeed naturally rise at the top. Though your kingdom's lords and ladies might view us as a rabble of ambitious upstarts, we aren't beholden by any tradition in Aefrost. If you've ever any interest in seeing what true freedom looks like, you're welcome anytime. Country where one is judged by ability, not by birth. It certainly has produced some formidable personages. I shall have to visit whenever time allows. These two. Ah, Serenoa Wolfort, how good to see you again so soon. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Thalas Aesfrost, at your service. I suppose I shall be calling you my brother-in-law. This is quite the castle you have, full of history and great deeds. I hope that one day fate sees fit to deliver me one so grand. I suppose we haven't formally met yet. I'm Erica Aesfrost. Yes, Frederica's my sister, though I hardly think of her as such. This country is old, for lack of a better word. I'm certain it will fit her sensibilities perfectly. Looking for any sparkles. Okay. A predictable match with a predictable outcome. Of Laura, General of the Aefrosti Army. A woman orphaned by war, she toiled to earn the rank of general and is known as the strongest in Aesfrost. Her skills acknowledged even by the Archduke himself. Also, why convictions go up? Silvio. Evil. The Lord Silvio Telliore. House of Lord Telliore? One of Glenbrook's high houses, his domain lacks the fighting power of the other two houses, but has been entrusted with safeguarding the kingdom's precious reservoir. Lord Serenoa, congratulations on your recent appointment. The news of Lord Simon's abdication was sudden, to be sure, but all lords must give up their position in time. Still, I am certain that immense responsibility thrust upon you at such a young age must be trying indeed. If you ever require counsel, or simply a sympathetic ear to bend, do not hesitate to call upon House Tellior. Is it true that General Avlora will be taking the field in the tourney? The right hand of the Archduke rivaled only by her lord in ferocity. I doubt she judges a friendly competition to be worthy of her abilities. Still, if she lives up to her reputation, then she wouldn't have to try hard to prove a match for even the mightiest warrior. Congratulations on your recent appointment as Lord. I'm sure the entire realm will celebrate the occasion. Lord Simon has been a dear friend to us. Pray do not hesitate to come to us in times of need. You are new, I think. Oh no, we've seen him once, X-Arm. You are the new Lord of House Wolford, yes? I have seen you from afar, but I believe this is the first time I've had the pleasure of speaking with you. Even all the common folk sing of your house's bravery during the Salt Iron War. However, I suspect it shan't be long before they sing of House Marcial's deeds instead. I look forward to seeing you at the tourney, Lord Serenoa. You, a dancer. Literally. I understand your medal shall be on display at the tourney, my lord. May it leave an impression on all in attendance. Slightly surprised that there's nothing over in this direction. Map rotation. See, I believe I can shut... Hang on. No. I believe I can go into the settings. I want to try the graphic settings. Try turning off depth of field. Just to see how it looks. I think that hurts my eyes a bit less. I can understand the appeal, but the focus is, the tree. It is an honor to be allowed to fight by House Wolfort's side. I shall do my utmost to bring honor to you on the battlefield. With you by my side, friend, I feel we could take on the entire realm. I dare say we may even give the Dawnspears first taste of defeat. Don't go up the stairs. Oh god, the camera. Stop it. I am Sorcery Ende, but I'm sure you know that I have the honor of being one of the Saintly Seven. The duties of a young lordling are many, but I trust you are more than capable. May this mine bring prosperity to us all. Such a massive endeavor is bound to be fraught with danger. If you or yours ever require medical treatment, pray visit the Ministry of Medicine. We are blessed with the finest medical minds in Norzelia, but our facilities aren't open to just anyone. Mention my name, however, and every service shall be at your disposal. I've heard tell of the Ministry. It is said that even the most grievous of wounds can be treated there. I'd very much like to see how those miracles are performed. Learn about the Ministry of Medicine. Claris. I don't think we've seen this guy. Very clearly evil. Claris Brucker. A merchant who travels among the realm's nations as a member of the Norzelia Consortium. An independent and neutral organization that manages the trade of iron and salt. Ah, young Lord Wolford, thank you for the honor of including me among such esteemed company. Each face I see is more impressive than the last. Even members of the Saintly Seven have deigned to step foot upon our shores. What the fuck is going on with the text box here? Of course, I've had many dealings with Hyzant in the past. I am taken to understand all are equal in the eyes of their goddess, and even those not of noble birth can achieve prestigious stations. I intend to use this opportunity to avail myself of this famed equality, and perhaps with an ear of a saint in the process. A country where station is designed not by birth. I was not aware Hyzant's goddess was so equitable in her judgment. I'd very much like to make time to visit. Holy State noted. Learned all you can about the Holy State. Soon you will lead your first foray into battle, and Lady Frederica and I shall experience true combat for the first time. Do you have a stratagem in mind for the tourney? I like the last option. You handled yourselves admirably when the bandits attacked. I expect your magic will be the key to our victory. Is that so, my lord? To tell the truth, I hadn't anticipated such a response, but thank you for the flattery nonetheless. I was being sincere. I have faith in all my allies, else we would not be fighting together. Your honesty is refreshing indeed. I'm not so nervous as I was a moment before. I shall do my best to answer your every expectation. Lady Frederica and I shall prove ourselves worthy to fight alongside you. Ah, Dallas and Erica. I wonder if those two would deign to participate in the tourney. I was enlightening talk, my lord. Although we have but recently joined your house, Lady Frederica and I shall do what we can to bring honor to the tourney. And you stand up here, what are you doing? I hear the Dawnspears are trying to defend the title he won at the previous tourney. Let's hope he hasn't been resting on his laurels. I'm sure he's going to be incredibly tough. Stories of Minister Exarm's skill have reached even the lips of my servants. I very much look forward to learning the truth of these tales. So Exarm is supposedly skilled. What's up? My lord, before the tourney begins, I would like to ask you a single question. What end do you believe this contest is being held? The last one feels very real. It may appear to be mere entertainment, but reputations are at stake. If we show weakness, then it will be noted by all in attendance. Just so, my lord. Each nation will show their strength and take the measure of the others in turn. It will be a test of skill as well as mettle. I'll not treat it lightly. Very good. It shall be the first of many tests to come, I am sure. The tourney is no mere distraction. Leave no ounce of regret on the proving grounds. I think we are done. Oh no, we never talked to the king, did we? You carry your father's legacy on your shoulders, young lord. Eager am I to see how it fits you. And you. Oh, we can actually see his profile now. Maxwell. Seems very smug. Maxwell Trier, the strongest warrior of Glenbrook, also known as the Dawnspear. He was appointed the kingdom's Master of Arms by Regna, who recognized his skills in combat. But Franny and Cornelia. Did I miss some? I've trained the prince since he was scarcely old enough to hold a spear. I have great interest in seeing his performance at the tourney. I would wish you good luck, but I would rather your skill carry you to victory. Oh yeah, I did miss these two. You are right. With the wedding on the horizon, I imagine time must be a precious resource for you. Missed. Your life is on the cusp of great change, my young lord. Still, I pray you remain a faithful friend to my brother. He has his foibles, but I care for him all the same. You're joining the tourney with my brother, aren't you? Sir Maxwell has trained them since he was little. Nolan could barely stand after they sparred. But he even walks like the Dawnspear now. I'm so proud to have him as my brother. My apologies. Franny is always saying I let my emotions get the better of me. Please, keep my brother safe, will you? As I will. And now I don't think I missed anybody, actually, this time. As we are not allowed to leave. Man. That angle is not easy to look at. Alright. Conclude. The tourney will begin soon. I'd best head back. better. So if we zoom out. Got nothing. Recommended level 3. The recommended level will always be 1 higher than what you currently are because we're on normal mode. Begin.
The combatants have arrived, and the stage has been set. Let us introduce the champions who will fight for the glory of their nations. Fighting for the honor of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, General Avlora. Fighting for the honor of the Holy State of Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshal. Fighting for the honor of the Kingdom of Glenbrook, House Wolfort. And last but not least, the victor of our previous tourney, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear.
Hurrah! Hurrah!
The Wolfort Lordling is here in his father's stead, I see.
Lord Simon's heroics on the battlefield are the stuff of legend. A pity I couldn't match swords with him today.
You will match swords with me. I promise to make it every bit as exhilarating as Father would.
You have his spirit, if nothing else.
Indeed. I look forward to crossing swords with you.
The combatants have
I
assembled.
like how all their soldiers have unique outfits.
The battles begin. I shall announce our first
They don't look like generic
as
moots. Like
chosen by lot.
the desert soldiers actually have like the turbans and stuff to protect them from the heat.
Make ready for combat.
The headgear. But I'm going to guess the two tough opponents are going to duke it out first. Yep. Preparing for battle. During preparation, you can survey the battlefield, place units, and even turn to the encampment. Defeat the enemy forces. Defeat condition. Lose all allied forces. Wind. Breezy. Might as well slap the save down again. It's not going to change. Change the initial placements of units. It's just like Fire Emblem. Let's see. Let's move you here. It looks like we are restricted just to the arena, so we can't use any, like, height shenanigans and stuff. Dude's got the frickin' Levin sword. Pikemen's rogues. Dude can do Darude Sandstorm. Deal physical damage to a single enemy and lower their strength and physical defense for 3 turns. That seems like a dangerous thing. Green Viper, range of 1. Increases damage inflicted to you by spears. So spears are good against people riding horses. Okay. Interesting. May I look at you? Generic details? He looks incredibly uninterested in being here. You. Got anything special? Slumber Stab. So I guess that's why the previous map gave us those sleeping pills, or anti-sleeping pills. But yeah. Best strategy is probably to bait them in and just rush in. Begin battle. The Tourney.
Be gentle, my lords. I'm not as strapping as once I was.
I expect no quarter from you, Prince Roland, nor from you, Lord Serenoa. Show us the swordplay your house is so famous for.
There two of Hyzant's most famed generals. We'll have no room for mistakes.
Then we shall make none. Now, let us show the realm the mettle of the new generation.
For honor and glory!
You're moving first.
I will end this.
Let's see, what exactly is her things? Like, yeah, she gets to act twice. But as for this, she does not get take cover until later, so she's not as busted yet. See, his movement is that. Give me the good look. Wait, he has a range of 2? How does he have a range of 2? Oh, throwing knife. Okay, that makes sense. So these guys have range skills. Anna doesn't look like a woman in her early 30s. No, not really. Although the anime art style usually does that to people that aren't deliberately drawn to be ugly. To be completely fair there. Let's see, all these guys have their throwing abilities, right? Yeah. Okay, who's going next? How do I display who's going next? There we go. Okay, what is your range? Okay. Oh, then we have to deal with him. Okay, let's move here. I hate the map snapping is really annoying. Yeah, choosing command. Weak will appear over enemies that's susceptible to it. Stab in time.
This is it! You are not worthy of my time.
Meanwhile, he moves in.
Time to take flight.
A chance to blind them for 3 turns? Yes, please.
You'll get no mercy from us.
Oh, resist immobility, blindness, and fury. Okay. My mistake on that one.
Defeat is not an option.
I was kind of hoping he would be in range to be able to do a thing. Sadly, he isn't, so let's just do this. Give him a good smack.
I shall try my level best. All for victory.
Gonna burn the fuck out of these guys. That's the plan.
I've been waiting for this. Time to die!
Hello, me!
Alright.
A wasted effort.
Good shit. That was probably one of the stupidest things I've seen. He just walked right up to her and threw a knife in her face. Just keep it in your hands.
Heal your wounds.
Yeah, let's move here.
Be at ease.
This will help.
I fight for peace.
Let's do Scorch. Yeah, let's burn him a little bit. Let's turn you this way.
Your orders?
Let's do some stabbing on this guy.
Sound strike.
Follow my lead.
Sound strike.
Follow my lead.
Certain maneuvers award your kudos can be traded for valuable items at the encampment sundry shop. Not available at an early stage of the story. Okay. That's what we do with it. Darude Sandstorm. Okay, let's look at who's going next. That guy's going next. I feel like I want to kill this guy.
Yes, I struck true.
No, the healer.
No! The hunt is on.
Forward.
So the number is how many turns they are away, I guess? See. This might be a better idea.
Your luck has run out.
I shall try my level best.
Eliminated.
Nothing left.
Close, but not quite. How shall I destroy you?
Oh, there's a sleep. Stats changer to know with an icon and a turn counter. Variety of stats changes. See, poison, paralysis, silence, sleep. Attacks on sleepy units will be critical hits, but they wake upon taking damage. Mobility, blindness, fury. Draws targets to the caster. Okay. Tempt. Lures target to their opponent's side. Effect may end when taking damage. Oh, it's a, like you turn them. An instant death. Yeah, it's an obvious one. Auto revive. Automatically revive some HP reaches 0. Regen. Invincible. So these are positive ones. Take cover. Renders unit invisible to the enemy. Unit is unveiled upon attacking the enemy, standing directly before an enemy, or taking damage. Fire counter. Deals fire damage adjacent to enemies. Physical attack, ice counter. Deals ice damage to an attacking enemy. Act again. Stop. Protect. Allows caster to take damage for a selected unit. Huh, neat. Sort of like a paladin type thing. Guaranteed critical. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Where's the where's the mod commands to remove it? Here it is. Ban. Let's see. Continuing on. Absorption. Delayed damage. Oh, cool. Extended range. Protective aura. Okay. This guy needs a bit of punishment.
Shall we begin?
I have the feeling we're gonna lose some people. Oh well. I don't think there's any way around it for this one.
Your wounds are healed.
Much appreciated. I fight for peace.
Here's. I'm pretty sure that's a capture card. Gonna have to get closer. May also be better off trying to smack him, but nah. I think we need to try to remove some pawns from play.
Please heed my call.
Yeah, so she's probably gonna go down. Oh, she didn't, because we healed. Good shit. Now we can get some good hits off. Because act twice.
Allow me.
You're wide over. This is nothing.
Yeah, here we go.
I deliver you to the goddess.
Cyrano. The hunt is on.
You brute! Goddess, I thank you for your blessing this day. A worthy foe is a glorious gift indeed.
You find the goddess in odd places, Exham. This trifling tourney will bring Hyzant neither riches nor glory.
The goddess works in myriad ways, Minister Sorsley. You would do well to keep your eyes attuned.
Currently have more important things going on, bro. Alright, I'm gonna delay your turn. Well, actually, it's just gonna straight up kill ya. Goodbye.
You fight admirably, but you will not claim victory so easily.
Their numbers are few, but they are fierce. Stay focused and drive them back.
I shall try my level best.
Here, just get up.
Let us reverse our fortunes.
Level up.
I see the thread.
Learn to bulwark. I think that's defense increase. Which is alright. Definitely comes in handy.
Shall prevail. Be at ease.
The tides are turning.
Come at me!
Let's try to get you weaker. Might be able to get the finishing blow in a second.
I will end this.
Yes, you will.
Allow me. It's over.
This will prove useful.
Throw poison. Cool.
I asked for no quarter. You did not disappoint. Perhaps one day we can fight as allies. Minister Sourceslay, I leave the rest in your capable hands.
Exquisite.
This won't be easy.
I'll just give him a good smack.
My lance strikes true. Did you see
Follow
that?
my lead.
Time to take flight. You'll get no mercy from us.
Nice.
Forward. Ha! Ha-ha!
You're open.
I've gained new strength.
Pursuit stance. No idea what that does.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
I have your back.
We'll get him yet.
This isn't good.
Cure your own wounds. You'll be fine. We only lost our fire mage.
To battle, I suppose. Come at me.
Okay, that's you cheeky bastard.
Hurts, don't it?
My turn.
Suffer.
It's not over yet. Brace yourself.
We win.
I should from no danger.
Yeah, dude's kind of screwed.
Time to take flight. This battle is won.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. Stay composed.
I shall do what I can. Your wounds are healed.
Sorry to worry you.
This is most unpleasant.
I will end this.
Give him a good smack.
Now.
This is the end.
Leave it to me.
My old wounds flare up again. I can fight no further.
The old wounds, huh? So close to a clean victory, but unfortunately we lost one. Ooh, an HP ring. Accessories are good. Probably be good to put on the mages that have lower stats. Lower HP. Survive an extra hit, maybe.
Your father taught you well. You wield that great sword with skill beyond your years. Well fought. The day is yours.
Dude's wielding a great sword in one hand, from what he says.
Victory goes to House Wolfort. Our next
Dude's
battle
like
will be
Ike.
between General Avlora and Sir Maxwell. May glory go to the victor.
So how did this one turn out?
Stand back. This one is mine.
Very well. I accept your challenge.
Now that is a great sword.
Whoever taught you, they taught you well. Though something tells me you surpassed your teacher long ago. Your defense is formidable.
As is yours. I yield.
But why?
Victory goes to Sir Maxwell!
My hand. I can't feel it. So that was General of Laura. I pray never to meet her on the battlefield.
Battle number 2.
There will be no quarter given today, young lord of House Wolfort.
I would expect nothing less.
Aww. We're not even doing it? Lame.
Where am I?
I guess they wanted to say that he was so out of our league, but not want to put us into a forced loss.
And none the worse for wear, considering the blow you took from Sir Maxwell.
He was too strong for us in the end.
Today, yes. But let us keep at our training. One day, the students will surpass their master.
Let us work hard for that day, my friend.
At least let me go out with true brute force, but I guess they don't want to make a scenario where you possibly win to Arms Brave Warriors completed. Because it might screw some stuff up in this story. I think Maxwell showed up in the demo as an enemy if you take too long during a section, so it's probably more for that part of the story. That they don't want you potentially beating him somehow through weird shenanigans or something.
Prove their mettle against the realm's fiercest warriors before finally facing
They need to make him scary.
Victor of the previous tourney. After a hard-fought match, the Dawn Spear emerges victorious once more. Though beaten in the end, Serenoa's courageous display impresses itself upon all in attendance. Any doubts concerning House Wolfort's martial might are put to rest. Thus marks an end to the tourney and the festivities as a whole. With the spirit of harmony in their hearts, the delegates of each nation make preparations for their return voyages.
Chapter 3, Part 1. Whither the River Flows. Bridge that leads to nowhere.
Seeing our honored guests off shall be your last lordly duty this day. Now, I remind you.
Here's where things get very interesting. I mean, all the introductions are done. All that's left is for shit to hit the fan.
It is not to be taken lightly. Worry not, Benedict. They shall be sent off with all the pomp they deserve.
You take to your new role well, Lord Serenoa. As I must now take to my own. Pray, visit me at the mines whenever you have the time.
And there's the definitely not evil.
Thank you for such a productive use of our valuable
Definitely
time.
not evil members
so
of the
love
cast.
Interminable speeches and watching brutes play at war. Truly, the spirit of Glenbrook was on display for all to see. Oh, but I should watch my tongue. Wouldn't want her to go whimpering to brother.
Pay my fool cousin no mind. We have work to do. Work more important than any he could hope to be trusted with.
I apologize for those two. This was a fruitful day for all in attendance.
I am glad to hear you say so, General of Lords.
Even their sprites look perpetually angry.
I can't believe we lost. I thought you were supposed to be one of Hyzant's greatest warriors.
Our foe was a worthy one. It would be an honor to cross blades again someday.
Thank you for your hospitality. Please give my regards to Lord Simone.
Of course, Minister.
It would seem everyone is gathered. You'll find your boats are laden with a bounty of Glenbrook's finest wares and victuals. King Regna asks that you eat and drink your fill, and toast to our three nations' newfound alliance.
More of that swill you call wine? I suppose I could force myself to partake.
Your king honors us with his
The
generosity.
power of alcohol.
We shall present these as offerings to the goddess of salt. The Hierophant, too, will no doubt be overjoyed.
Lord Wolf,
Music?
I bring a message from King Regna. He would have you join our guests on their return voyage.
This reminds me
to
of
serve as their
one of the songs from Bravely Default 2, I think.
This is a great honor, my lord. You would represent our
At least
nation
the riff.
and speak with the king's
From the beginning.
If it is His Majesty's wish, it is a duty I will gladly accept. But there are 2 vessels and only one of me. Did King Regna say which of our honored guests I should accompany?
He would leave that decision to you, Lord Wolford.
Lord Falks, as representative of another of Glenbrook's high houses, will board the ship you do not.
And why was House Tellior not given this honor? Last I knew, our kingdom had 3 high houses, not 2.
Mere fact that you whimper those words before us is answer enough. Good show at the Tourney, Lord Serenoa. You truly are your father's son.
Dude looks good. Not gonna lie. The Lord of House Fox, one of Glenbrook's high houses, his bow arm is said to surpass that even of Simon. King himself praises both his battle prowess and fierce loyalty to the crown.
The king has seen fit to leave this decision in your hands, and I shall not gainsay his wisdom.
A lord must be worldly as well as wise. I trust you will conduct yourself as befits the lord of a high house.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell, Lord Falks.
The king has entrusted this decision to you, my lord. I suppose you have an idea as to why.
He means to test my judgment. He is waiting to see which I choose and for what reason.
Indeed. We are friendly with both nations now, so neither choice will earn his ire. That said, there is no telling how these relations may change going forward. No doubt, the choice you make will have an effect on our own house's relationship with the nation you choose.
I understand. This requires careful consideration. Benedict, gather the others. I would hear their opinions on the matter. Then we shall consult the scales of conviction.
The scales.
My lord.
All hail the magic scales. Tavern is now available at the encampment. The sundry shop, too. And zoom out. Anything going on in the world? Nah. Alright, I'm gonna check out the encampment and then save. It's pretty late. Let's see what we got. Well, if it's in Lord Sereno, welcome to the Encampment Tavern. Wolfport's soldiers will have a place to relax as long as I'm around, and I plan on sticking with you till the end. Perhaps you ought to consider dropping in for a drink and chat every so often too, my lord. You can engage in mental mock battles at the tavern. Each battle is different, so choose the one that best suits your aims. Really? Okay, I have to try this out. There's a limit to the number of units you may deploy in battle. Units over this threshold go into your reserves and will not participate in battle. Use the X button on blah blah blah. Units that move especially helpful in the battle are marked recommended. There's no penalty if you do not deploy the recommended units. Let's see who we got. I went back to the encampment. Shit. Cancel? Whoops. Man, the menus in this game are weird. That's not very good. You can... It feels like you could sort of get into a loop with that. Take your leave, hopefully when... You'll be there when I make the big decision. We'll see what happens when I get back. A Frosty, Shield Bearer, Bowman, and such. Now, select units to deploy. Yeah, they're not marked as especially good. Well, whatever that means. See you later, Chessmaster. I kind of want to bring in the people that aren't level 3 yet, so they get some skills. So let's unequip you, bring in you. Unequip you, because you'll get tons of EXP as it goes on. Equip him. Alright, let's give this a shot. Wonder if we'll actually get EXP during this whole thing. Begin battle. A mental mock battle, yes.
Time to take flight.
That's all she can do.
Defeat is not an option.
I see a path to victory.
Bulwark you, and I'll try to have you just run in there.
That'll do. You won't beat me. Show me what you're made of. I love the battlefield.
I shall do what I can.
Even if it does nothing, I'm gonna guess it still gives it EXP. Nice.
Knowledge is strength.
For those in need.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Oh, he's weak to fire. Neat.
2 ashes. We can win this! For a better world. Time to take flight.
100% accuracy. Let's go.
My pride is my shield.
Oh, ice. That's fun. Terrain effects frozen. Casting an ice attack on a freezable square will freeze it, though there are exceptions. Squares that are frozen reduce the mobility and accuracy of units standing on them. Frozen tiles are melted by ice. Or frozen tiles are melted by fire. Ooh.
From where shall we strike?
This ends here.
My turn.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. All for victory.
That'll stop him from getting to her as easily.
Come at me.
Bonk.
Cool heads shall prevail. Your wounds are healed.
Much appreciated.
Ooh, that was a bad move on my part.
I fight for peace. With the powers in me.
And that'll do a lot of damage.
Close, but not quite. Impossible.
This battle is ours.
There goes Shield Boy.
Allow me.
Our healer's down.
Forward.
I'm sorry.
Perish.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Now,
Just as I planned.
come at me. Come on.
And this will only leave one remaining.
I fight for peace. Time to take flight. Goodbye.
That'll get her another follow-up attack too. Or not. So it strengthens convictions when you just do the battles? Sure, okay. Let's see. Which one is the smithy? Spin. Well, I would like to increase her stuff. We do not have the materials required for it. What materials did we pick up from the place? Oh, we didn't get materials. We got an accessory. You know what? Battling is fun. Let's try to do one of these. The enemy troops are divided in 2 regiments. Think carefully about your approach before deploying. Things will quickly turn sour if you become surrounded, so pay attention to enemy positions. Pincer attack is the name of the mission. Yeah, I delay the end all the time. Gotta love it. If we zoom out, do we only have 6 people? We do only have 6. So the idea seems to be to force your way out as fast as possible. Maybe have Eridor handle defensive duty or something. You'd also change units to deploy. I really wish I had more unit space.
I live to serve.
Alright, so how does it start off?
I will end this.
I'll just toss it at you.
You won't escape.
And again.
This'll hurt.
Yeah. Why you attack healer?
This battle is ours.
So I can't, like, fly way off the beaten path for whatever reason. Flying only cannot stand by. So I can fly, but I can't stop on the tile. Okay.
From this range.
Ooh. Getting screwed over here.
Defeat is not an option.
Wait your turn.
Let us try out their weakness.
Won't be enough. Probably need more melee units to properly handle the whole situation. Probably shouldn't use items here. They didn't say they wouldn't get used up.
Hello, me.
Also, it looks like they considered that because there's an item over here that they probably want you to try to pick up.
Your wounds are healed.
riches.
Interesting choice going to lower elevation.
Victory is within reach. I feel stronger already. This is the end.
The hunt is on.
Oh. Got into melee range with them. Can't do that.
You'll get no mercy from us.
Oh no.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
I'm gonna say no to you getting your turn.
Wait your turn.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
So there's no real positive scenario here, unfortunately. At least his turn got delayed quite a bit. I'll just have him deal some damage.
Now, just as I planned.
You've made a grave mistake.
That leads to a follow-up.
We mustn't lose heart.
Allow me.
I believe that blindness works in my favor. Nice.
Let me show you what I've learned.
A little bit of melee combat.
My stratagem is superior. For the future of House Wolfort.
Your orders? Victory is within reach. My turn.
Yeah, getting to act twice, she's gonna level up faster than everybody else.
This battle is ours.
It's all 100%.
You'll get no mercy from us.
No!
From where shall we strike?
Now let's give him a smack.
Here.
Somebody else can pick it up.
You've made a grave mistake.
Oh, I could just move after. I forgot about that.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. A brief respite.
Would be good for now. Oh, that hit.
I shall do what I can. Your wounds are healed.
this rate,
Yeah, just burn him alive.
Flame, heed my call. This power will
Flame shield. Sounds cool.
Not a chance.
Your orders?
It isn't over yet.
Let's throw another blinding arrow.
Darkness engulfs you.
Defeat is not an option.
Let's see if we can luck our way out of this.
Not a chance.
Nice.
I see a path to victory.
He's too low. So I'll just get to smacking. Yeah, he's not getting as much EXP. Maybe it depends on the mission level recommendation. Please miss.
Not a chance.
Nice. We're going to live.
Shall we begin? Your wounds are healed.
Thank you. It hurts.
And the ability to counter fire attacks. Well, why not? Let's just use it. What's the harm?
Your orders?
This'll hurt. You won't escape.
He hit.
Forward. I'll make this quick. For my kith and kin.
The hunt is on.
I'll reblind him, why not?
From this range. This battle is won.
Hello, me.
Not a chance.
Let me heal your wounds. Allow me.
I can keep fighting.
I shall try my level best. Your defense is weak.
Goodbye. Let my archer focus on the healer.
Let me show you what I've learned. Two ashes.
I can still move.
This'll hurt. Suffer.
From where shall we strike? Perish.
Well, healer,
Time to take flight.
you're about to have a very bad time.
This battle is won.
I shall try my level best.
Now.
Shall we begin? Be at ease.
Much obliged. Time to work.
It's over.
And there we go. Easy victory. Two fibers. Don't know what we do with fibers. Maybe they work on bows. Yep, need fiber and timber. Oh, she requires 2 fibers. Cool. Increases fire damage dealt with clear weather. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if this would increase her damage with magic. So I think Clear Skies Fire Magic Gut might be the better choice. Upgrades. Curiosity? If I go back here and check it, would we get more fiber if we do it multiple times? It looks like we might. So if you want to, you maybe could grind? I'll have to try it. Welcome to the Sundry Shop. You can change your kudos for special wares here. House Wolfer is always treating you well. If there's aught I can do to repay kindness, you need only ask. You'll be able to promote units classes here, too. Fear not, I'll let you know when one of your comrades is ready. Sundry Shop, you can exchange kudos and promote your allies. Cool. Every unit has a class. Each class is divided into ranks. Units... Yeah, recruit, veteran, and elite. Okay. Running unit will increase both their spats and maximum TP and will acquire new abilities. Raising the unit's class also changes their appearance in battle. Cool. You can only promote a unit's class if they are at or above the specified level and you have the appropriate medal. Promoting a unit's class will consume the medal. Okay, so it's like story or certain requirements that you'd have to meet. Interesting. Medal of Bravery. It's very Fire Emblem-esque in this regard. Including the part where you have to be level 10 or above. Oh, what does the trade post have? Not in coin, but kudos. Kudos can be exchanged for all sorts of items, including quietuses and medals. Quietuses are commands executed immediately in battle and differ from abilities in 3 ways. They do not consume a turn. They consume QP, not TP, and each quietus may only be used once per battle. Medals are used for most opponent's class. Limited qualities will be added as the story progresses. Okie dokie. Grant the currently acting unit a guaranteed critical hit. So are these limited or unlimited? Oh, cool! You can read special things here. I wonder if this gets you anything, or if it's just lore. So, I guess we'll have to find out next time. Let's see what these do. Secret Tactics Scroll of Heaven. Records of the Norzelia River compiled by the Norzelian River Management Committee. It describes the traits of the rivers in different sections. Records of the Norzelia Consortium written by the historian Rank. It covers the period from the creation to the joint mining venture. History of Glenbrook. Chronicles of Glenbrook's history compiled by the analyst Siva. It covers the kingdom of Glenbrook. Until next time, yes. Let's see. Let's get what lore do we get? The Grand Duchy of Aesfrost. Grand Duchy of Aesfrost values the freedom of all of its people. Archduke Gustadolf instituted a system that allows anyone, regardless of their origins or social status, to succeed as long as they have ability. This approach has helped the duchy thrive. The Archives. Home to a vast collection of texts, This institution of learning is the pride of Aesfrost. All sorts of ancient tomes from around Norzelia can be found here, even books containing knowledge thought lost to the ages. The Holy State of Hyzant. All citizens of the Holy State of Hyzant adhere to the goddess's teachings. There is no royalty or rigid class structure. The people are ruled by the Saintly Seven, who are headed by the Hierophant and speak with the voice of the goddess herself. All believers are treated fairly and receive equal protection under the goddess. The Ministry of Medicine. The finest medical facility in all Norzelia, located in the Hyzantian capital. It also serves as a research facility where the best and brightest minds gather to study life and magic. They devise spells and medicine to alleviate pain or speed healing and treat all believers free of charge. The Captured Smuggler. The smugglers were apprehended in Aesfrost. Fleet of foot and deadly with a bow, the criminal seems to have given the duchy's constabulary quite the fight. And the Ice Mage. They say Minister Lila of Hyzant Saintly Seven employs a handsome ice mage as a research assistant. Ice magic is notoriously difficult to control, making mages of this type extremely rare. Neat. Notes. Got a few things here. So let's see. Secret Tactics Scroll of Heaven. Cavalry and Hawk Riders are known for their superior mobility. This grants them the ability to move freely across the battlefield, although venturing too far from their allies leaves them without support and puts them at risk of concentrated enemy attack. They should therefore stay close to the main force and utilize their mobility to either flank or get behind enemies who draw near. While acting alone can be dangerous, a team of 3 or more cavalry units or Hawk Riders can prove quite advantageous in battle, just like in Fire Emblem. They can provide much-needed support to each other and actively intercept enemy troops or assail soldiers lurking in the distance. Doing so would separate them from allies with healing magic, so taking recovery pellets would be a must. Alone, cavalry units and Hawk Riders are challenging to handle, but their real strength lies in their numbers. So what is the best way to make use of their exceptional mobility? The question gives insight into a commander's true worth. One must be swift, but never hasty. Speed could be your greatest asset, or your greatest enemy. The History of Glenbrook. The Kingdom of Glenbrook is the oldest... Is that an asterisk? Of the 3 nations existing today. Though there have been changes to the branch families, the blood of the founder still runs strong in the veins of the current king Regna. The Holy State of Hyzant asserts that their nation was founded first according to the goddess's scriptures, and that Glenbrook's long history is a fabrication of later generations. Glenbrook has continued to ignore this claim. Okay, that's funny. The Grand Duchy of Aesfrost was founded by the Archduke's family, who shared a common ancestor with the royal family of Glenbrook. They insisted upon their right to succeed the throne up until the Saltarian War began, and denied the current royal family's rule. But when the war began, they acknowledged the family's legitimacy and the 2 nations formed a secret alliance. It is said that King Regna required the former Archduke Zygmunt to officially recognize his rule in order to enter into the alliance. Development of the Norzelia Consortium. Lore. After the Saltarian War fought over Hyzant's sole ownership of salt, the Norzelia Consortium was established to oversee the equal distribution of salt and iron to the realm. The 3 nations brought together the trade specialists to create this neutral and impartial organization as agreed upon in the Accords. The consortium's success in fair trade contributed greatly to the reconstruction of Norzelia, which had been ravaged by the war. The Kingdom of Glenbrook, rich in agriculture and fisheries, prospered due to the stable influx of salt from the consortium. The people were able to produce large quantities of salted meats, dried fish, dairy products, and more. Exports of these goods helped restore national power. Though it was thought to be the dawn of a new age for Norzelia, Hyzant began to strengthen its voice within the consortium as the reconstruction progressed. In Aesfrost, on the other hand, the situation could not have been worse. Its already small population suffered the greatest number of casualties during the war, and reviving the iron industry was taking longer than anticipated. To make matters worse, salt prices soared within the duchy due to taxes and transportation fees from the distant Hyzant. Though iron exports were meant to balance salt imports, the nation's labor and iron shortage caused it to accrue a large trading deficit. Though the consortium was meant to adjust that imbalance, it did not take any drastic measures. Rather, it leaned more toward Hyzant and establishing salt as the main axis of trade. There are some who believe that the Hierophant, unable to accept that the war ended in a draw due to the injuries on all sides, had a hand in this and wished Aesfrost to take responsibility for the war. Though the truth is unknown, it is undeniable that Aesfrost is the only nation at such a major disadvantage. The duchy's dissatisfaction naturally mounted, and the tension, much like the one before the Saltarian War began, descended upon Norzelia. A concerned King Regna and Simon Wolfort then summoned the other nations to participate in a joint mining venture at the Grand Norzilian mines. Their aim was not only to ease the tension between the Duchy and the Holy State, but also offer support to the former's iron industry and correct the trade imbalance between both nations. The entire realm watches this new venture with hopeful eyes, praying that it will finally create the much-needed balance between salt and iron and restore the original functions of the Norzilia Consortium. If it succeeds, then perhaps our realm will finally know peace, and the tragedies of the Salt-Iron War will be a thing of the past. And the eternal Norzilia River. The Norzilia River has two tributaries with unique properties. The western branch, running from the snowy Norzilian mountains, is filled with water year-round. Although the water levels are now under control, the tributary was once quite turbulent and prone to floods. Many areas with swift currents still remain, however, and prove challenging to inexperienced sailors. Only Aefrost ships, armed with the full knowledge of the river's waters, are able to navigate those currents. The other tributary, stemming from the eastern deserts, flows calmly throughout. The gentle sloping of the river allows for easy upstream passage. Water transport flourishes for most of the year, although low water levels in some seasons make the voyage near impossible for large vessels. The two branches converge into a single mighty river at Glenbrook and flow south to the Norzilia Falls. Lore. All right. I am ready to take my leave. So I guess we'll try that one thing next time if I remember. The side battle, just to see if we'll actually be able to get more resources, because it might be good to get a few more upgrades. Especially since as we level up, it'll just get easier to do it. So, yeah, that's what we'll handle next time. Till then, have a good night.